If I said you were the one for me, would you hold it against me? Or would you kiss me? Or would you kiss me? So let's go back to the 5th grade, right after we were elementary. I know this is where it's at. I know this is where it's at. Whoa, radio, turn up your stereo.
Transit chaos here in New York City, an impending strike that will affect thousands of commuters on this December 19th, 2005.
A mini-strike is already underway, affecting private bus lines in Queens and Manhattan. Officials expect it to quickly spread to all subways and buses by tomorrow.
New York City faces a shutdown of epic proportions should this strike go into full effect.
I'm looking for a section in equity financing. I don't see it. Ma'am? Equity financing? Section? Sector? Equity financing.
You have to go to another store.
I don't know any other way to ask you this, Miss Mute.
You must go to another store.
Oh, great. She's deaf.
You're pretty.
Oh, yeah? Equity financing.
Is it a children's bookstore? What does a child need a book on equity financing for?
Hi there. I couldn't help it over here. Are you deaf? How can you understand what I'm saying? Do you have a copy of A Little Princess? A copy I can buy?
On order.
How long will it be till it gets in? What about the secret garden? Wow. That was pretty good.
What is this for?
What's it for?
You?
Yeah, well, work. I'm a musician and I'm writing a song inspired by the author's work.
That book belongs to me. You can have it for as long as you want.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry you're deaf.
I can't imagine I miss it much.
I've got to get out of here. I can go on and on and on about how much you're missing, but it wouldn't be right to torment you.
Toussaint is at the podium with union leaders behind him and off to the sides. He'll be speaking any minute now.
By their demeanor, it appears that the transit union will be going on strike very shortly.
The contract between the MTA and the Transport Workers Union should have been a no-brainer. Our contract expired at midnight. In an attempt to save mass transit and in deference to our riders, we postponed our deadline and attempted to continue talking to the MTA.
Let's listen in on Michael Bloomberg, who's speaking at City Hall.
Since early this morning, the city's mass transit system has been shut down because of the selfish and illegal strike.
And that was Michael Bloomberg speaking from City Hall as MTA buses pour into depots all across the city, 2x2s and 3x3s.
Hi.
The decision? Final.
What decision?
They are going on strike in 25 minutes.
Shit. The buses should be finishing their routes regardless. Gotta get to Brooklyn.
No new button, no new train. But I will invite you over, and you can see the greatness of
The secret garden. Thanks. I need to go to Dwayne Reed first, though. Get some things. Where do you live? $116 in Riverside. Easy enough.
3F.
3F. Caroline. I'll see you in a bit.
Hey! Is that my stuff?
Yes, it is. How dare you foist your belongings on a perfect stranger? Is this your iPod? I found it in your shoulder bag.
Yeah?
Ooh, you would take it, wouldn't you?
What's in here?
Toothpaste, deodorant. No condoms. What an exciting night you're gonna have. Good night.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Give my regards to Caroline. Caroline. You follow me? By the way, you did an excellent job. It was so sweet. I mean, the way you befriended that lovely girl from the bookstore. Oh, it was so sweet. Oh.
Excuse me.
Excuse you, why? What did you do? Oh.
I have to go shampoo my cat.
Oh. You know, I like your song.
Who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Caractacus Norton III.
That's my ring.
Yes.
My grandmother gave it to me.
Well, I know. I gave it to her. The real question is, who gave it to me? I'm a wizard. You don't believe me. I know, it's typical. Right. Look, 14th century, you say, I'm a wizard. They burn you at the stake. Today you say, I'm a wizard. They go. The gate is stare. You know, you want proof. They always do. Watch. Fun. Look at that. Oh. A ham sandwich.
A sandwich, what does that prove?
I conjured that out of thin air.
You could have just taken it out of your hat.
Oh, come on. That has extra mayo and pickles. It would have ruined this lining. Are you crazy? Fine. What do you want me to conjure?
Stop saying conjure, and I'll believe you.
Well, what do you wish for? What do you wish you had?
I wish for $1 million.
$1 million. You don't want 1 million ham sandwiches?
$1 million.
$1 million. All right. Full attention, please.
$1 million.
$1 million. There. Look. Look. I did it. Look.
That is Monopoly money.
Yes, but it's $1 million of Monopoly money. Hey, wait!
I know why you've been coming here. To say that you love, you have to give up fear. And not that I am the big bad wolf, but it's the unknown truth. So keep chasing stars and keep fighting wars.
Thank you.
And I'll be here when you're good and
Ready?
done. Keep having fun. I am sure I'll miss snow next year, even though I can't wait to move away from here. And we'll start a new life where it's warm and we can learn.
Oh.
So keep
Pause. Right. Pause. Okay. Look. Pause. And pause. Me. And yes. Children's book. Okay. Yeah.
And we'll keep having fun.
What do you wish for? What do you wish?
I wish that the girl from the bookstore could hear my music.
You want the girl, you mean the girl who trusted a total stranger so much she let him move in during the transit strike? You want Caroline to hear your music? Yeah. Is this punishment? I mean, I can do revenge. All right, but this kind of spell is cast at a cost. If you want to adopt one kitten, you have to take two.
I don't adopt any kittens.
I thought you had to shampoo your cat.
What are the terms?
The terms are this. If I allow her to hear for a certain amount of time, then when that amount of time has passed, not only will she lose her hearing, but so will you.
Why me?
Well, that's part of the trick. Now, I want you to think about your future. If you're a musician, you're playing, and you can't hear. You're deaf.
Is this one of those Twilight Zone things where she only hears for a minute?
No. I'm thinking a couple of days. We'll start tomorrow morning. The spell will last until the end of the transit strike.
The strike won't last a few days, not here.
Oh, yes, it will. Unions can bankrupt themselves with 1% demands, which they will. And let me tell you, my evil twin has been granting unsavory wishes all over this town, so we're in for one hell of a ride. Are you in or out?
In. So she'll hear for a few days?
Well, if it's less than 3, you won't lose your hearing, but it depends on the strike.
Fine. I want her to hear my music.
No, you have to put your wish into a formal statement without sarcasm, without irony, and then you have to click your heels 3 times.
I wish the girl from the bookstore could hear my music. Really?
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that you'll be losing your hearing when the strike is over.
Yeah. What is it?
These words. They're not how I imagined they'd sound, but they're right somehow.
This is quite an experiment.
You've quite possibly given up everything. So I will let you dictate where I spend my time as a
Listener?
listener.
Not a good idea. You see, I've always taken being able to hear for granted. So the question is, what sounds do you want to hear?
The subway one. But they're on strike.
I didn't, I was crushed like the bully stole my lunch. Oh yeah, well, yeah, who would it? It seems so hard for me to be myself when I'm with you, I'm with you, yeah. Oh no, and she gave me milkshake and a kiss. I don't need a whole lot more, and she gave me milkshake and a kiss. I don't need a whole lot more than this. More than it seems so hard for me to do, to be myself when I'm with you, I'm with you, yeah, she got you, yeah, no, and she gave me milkshake and a kiss. I don't need a whole lot more.
First began drawing, making the shape of a heart. A heart.
What?
I hear your heart. Why are you doing this?
Don't know. How'd you end up with so many cats? Oh, there she goes.
I don't know. I mean, you know, when you adopt kittens, you just always have to get them in pairs. It's clear my couch is way too small for you. You're sleeping in the bedroom tonight.
I am.
It's okay, it's just sleeping.
Oh. Which side?
and it's loud, and there's a ceiling, and it's wonderful. Everything is wonderful. Oh, la 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 la. La 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 la. And I'm singing in the shower really low.
Good morning.
I can see the appeal of singing in the shower.
I was thinking about your question from last night. I think I have an answer. All I ever wanted was someone to truly appreciate my music. And I know you do.
It's gonna end soon. The music, the listening, the dancing. I can feel it. And they brought in new people to mediate, and they expect results.
That guy did say it would end eventually.
So let's get going.
Vestibulocochlear.
Vestibulocochlear. Why can't I get it?
Vestibulocochlear.
Vestibulocochlear. I can't believe I'm being taught punctuation by someone who was deaf 3 days ago.
I'm a fast learner. And I read it on people's lips so much. It's like, I wouldn't even need to hear you to correct you.
You're amazing.
No, I'm not. I mean, I couldn't even walk till I was 3. That vestibulocochlear nerve, that affects balance too, and
You're probably really cute wandering around the Virginia plantations, falling over all the time. And
okay. Virginia is not all plantations. I lived in an apartment in Falls Church, not near plantations.
Do you miss Virginia?
Yes, but if I was there, I'd miss here.
I know.
They say people sound different there.
Some. Not most.
My parents don't sound different.
Compared to what?
So, what is your favorite music?
When I was 12, I was obsessed with Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. I listened to it over and over. Drove my parents crazy. I listened to it so much that I wore out the cassette and had to buy another. Beethoven wrote it just as he was starting to lose his hearing. He could hear mostly when he was writing in the beginning, but by opening night, he couldn't even hear the thunderous applause behind him. They had to turn him around so he could see.
and the strike is officially over, keep in mind it'll be some time before the MTA has the transit system up and running again.
Members going back to work are concerned about the fines that will be imposed for this illegal strike due to the Taylor Law.
The Taylor Law fines and the fines applied by the judge are different. The Taylor Law fines are mandatory, and there is no amnesty.
Although the city wants to impose their own fines, as of now the judge has neither confirmed nor rejected them.
The question is now, does this strike action and the penalty that resulted pertain to any further strike action?
New Yorkers are asking themselves,
was anything really achieved in the 3 days the city stood still?
Give my regards to Caroline.